Greetings, seekers after enlightenment. Yes, it is the Irish fella. And, whoops, wrong way. There we go. That's better. Alrighty now. Greetings, Jim. Well, now, what is this? Skip to see the past, the last 5 minutes? Oh, okay. Greetings, MGTOW Outlaw. Alrighty now. Get the papers here. Ah, here we go. So, we have had a pretty good time going over these life hacks. And I would, I am glad to share. And this is actually African meditation music. So let's see here. No, this is not going to work. I need a little more light than I got here. Well, let me see if I can move my light here. Oh, how about I just turn on the other one? There we go. Excuse me. So, brothers, I am back with some more life hacks. And if you go to my community tab, you can get the StreamYard link if you want to jump in. Yes, do it for the algorithm. Alrighty, so let's see what we got here. Oh, here's a good one. Start your day off right. Oh, no problem, bro. And this is something that now I've got a little bit more organization. Uh, I'm going to get back into my regular routine. And of course, adjusted for circumstances. So start your day off right. Wake up and set aside an hour for personal development. Let's see. Meditation, self introspection, observing nature. Do the things that will increase your calm and remove stress. Like Sunday was a low energy day for me, so I spent the whole day sleeping. But today I made a point of going with Steve and the dogs for a walk. And I felt so much better. It's like it's a reminder that I wanted to get my exercise program going. And now that my room is a little more organized, I still got work to do, but it's actually reaching the point where I'll be making that long awaited man cave tour, so you can check out my organized chaos. But I figure, man, I gotta eat hard to survive. I might as well go all in and get back into exercising and lifting weights, man. Why not? I mean, I know when I exercise, I feel better. I've been just existing up till now, and now it's time to move forward. Yeah, when you when you first achieve the mental state that I call serenity, it's a surprise. I would describe it as uh, a moment of contentment. And we know being content is something you should not be because that makes you lazy. But every once in a while, you can hit that sweet spot and your mind's calm. You don't have any worries. You're not hungry. You're not too cold or too hot. And your brain can just gently disengage for a while. And believe me, it was a surprise the first time it happened to me. But once I realized what it was, I knew I could achieve it again. And that's important to remember, man. Your spiritual journey is not an easy one. And especially if you're in monk mode like me and doing it without a guide to tell you what to emphasize, what to ignore, things like that. But I've already adopted Bruce Lee's philosophy from Jeet Kune Do, man. Absorb what is useful, discard the rest, and mold it into your own interpretation. And that's the way my life is now, man. Now I'm living life on my own terms. And I guarantee you, man. I've been a little inconsistent, but well, I've been kind of distracted lately. But I tell you, you know, when you start doing this, you will have more of a sense of fulfillment. And when you're doing this interior journey, maybe you will discover what your purpose is. I mean, I'm doing my purpose right now, being a teacher. Excuse me. And yes, I am aware that people teach by good and bad example, and I will uh, I will continue to strive to be a good example for you. Now this one sounds interesting. The author describes something called the rubber band method. Let's see. I think we need a different. There we go. All right. The rubber band method is a way to rid yourself of negative thoughts. Uh, and he says, hopefully by now you've figured out this is important. Well, no shit. Place a rubber band around your wrist and snap it against your skin anytime a negative thought finds its way into your head. Oh, wow. Oh, a little conditioned response kind of deal. Hmm. Let's see. This operant conditioning technique associates a slight pain with negative thoughts, like Pavlov associated food or salivation with the sound of a bell. The classic experiment. Sounds a bit cruel at first, but it only stings for a second. I promise. Plus, the outcome, having only positive thoughts, far outweighs a little slap on the wrist here and there. Okay. Hmm. Now, me, I, I've gone through bouts of depression, and sometimes it was bad, man, bad. I come home and just lay on the bed, curled up into a little ball. I wasn't tired. My eyes were open, but they wasn't focusing on anything. Just nothing mattered. And oh man, I hated that. But we don't need to go there no more. Let's move on to something more enlightening. Now here's a good one. Utilize the burning method. Whenever a fear or worry or complaint comes to mind, close your eyes and imagine writing down the thought on a piece of paper. Then proceed to light the paper with fire and watch it disintegrate. And I've known some people that have done that on the real. It's kind of cathartic. Even better, and then he goes right on to say, even better, actually write it down and burn it. Yes, you won't have any problem ridding your mind of the thought after doing this. Hmm. Well, damn, I've had some, I'm constantly writing stuff down, and man, a while back, I ran across this huge list I made of all the hateful things my ex-wife would say to me. And I ran across it a while back, and I was like, man, I can't believe I can't believe I was in that situation. But it is a reminder that my current situation is much better. Yeah. So I don't know if I threw those papers out or not, but if I find them, I will. I'll burn them in a little ceremony. I mean, I've already, excuse me, I've already moved past all that, so it isn't vital, but it would be a nice thing to do. Alrighty, now let's see here. Now, this one may be a tough one, and a lot of people will take advantage of you because you do this. But I feel like it's necessary. Oops. Let's see. Oh, let's see what we got here. Oh, there we go. And that is the ability to forgive. I mean, sometimes when you're really hurt, you don't want to forgive, you want revenge. And if you embrace that negative energy, that will destroy you from the inside. Take it from one who knows. I didn't get that dollar-sized silver ulcer just from perfect attendance, you know? Uh, Forgiveness is actually is something that people do find hard to do. It is, even though it's a simple thing, because when you forgive somebody, you're releasing all that negative energy. Grudges uh, only only bring more misery to you. Yeah, and like the man said, now that person's living rent free in your head. Oh, just as a side note to the haters who will stumble across this later, hate you? Nah, bro, don't even think about you, man. Got better things to do, as you can see. Yeah, no one's saying that if somebody did you dirty, or that you got a buddy up to them and be their best friend. No, you can just agree to disagree, and that's what I've been doing a lot of lately. And I'm fortunate that at least with my internet family, I'm associating with like-minded people, people who not only do their best to avoid drama, people that try to resolve drama. We need more people like that in the world. And remember, you make mistakes all the time. So why not have a little empathy when someone else makes a mistake? Now you got to be careful because the phrase comes to mind: "Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me." Yeah, it's so unfortunate that in this world, so many people uh, equate kindness and being able to forgive someone for weakness, and they just moonwalk all over you. It's such a shame. Yeah, staying angry all the time, it takes a lot of energy, man, and it's not worth it because when you're angry, you are not thinking clearly. You could make a critical mistake and end up spending the rest of your life in prison. Yeah, no, believe me, forgiving somebody, it's refreshing, and it's part of healing. It's something that you have to do. All right, now here's an easy one. Be the person that makes others feel special. And it's not really that hard to do. All you got to do is compliment them. And, if you're paying attention and you're asking the right questions, the other person will supply all the information. And this is not some sneaky plan to assemble a dossier on this person so you can break it off in their ass later. No, yeah, man. Uh, Empathy is not easy to use because if it, I've been there, man. Sometimes you can physically feel another person's emotional distress. Been there, done that, man. And if you're able to help them calm down, you are doing a good thing. Uh, Excuse me. Alrighty, now hang on here. Alrighty, now this one is one I have done for quite a while. Learn to lucid dream. Now, everyone dreams. Dreams are part of the mechanism that your brain uses to process the day's information and prepare itself for the next day. It's also the time when you convert short term memories to long term, especially during REM sleep. Now I'll admit, sometimes my dreams are way off the hook. In fact, my dreams are the primary source of my fiction. And it took a lot of skill for me to not only be able to lucid dream, but also be able to write down the experience when I woke up. Because if you wake up and you turn on a light, a lot of times the dream will just leave your memory. Yeah, so I actually taught myself to scribble on a steno pad with a marker in the dark. I've done it with markers, pencils, pens, and it doesn't always work because I'm just half awake. But I've got page after page of good stuff that is slowly but surely disseminating itself into my fiction. Now, oops, excuse me. Now, it's not easy for you to realize when you're dreaming. It isn't. It takes effort. And if you're wondering how you can do that, there are a few simple things you can do to increase your skill. One that I do frequently is try to read something. Yeah, I've actually picked up a newspaper, picked up a book, picked up a piece of paper, and tried to read it in my dream. Once I did it, I read something. I, I think I set the paper down, or I may have just turned away. I looked back, the writing was completely different. And if you recognize that, yeah, you say, oh, hey, I'm in a dream. Okay. Yeah, just like that movie, Freddy Krueger 3, Dream Warriors. Oh hell yeah, man! In the dream time, I throw down, baby. Hell yeah, yeah. Now sleep is okay, but it's kind of a waste of time. The person who comes up with the chemical formula that will let you go without sleep for extended periods without losing your mind is gonna make a fucking fortune. Yeah, I mean, uh, I sure wish I could do it less sleep. Now, with lucid dreaming, uh, you gotta admit, night times will be a little more exciting because you never know what adventure your subconscious is gonna send you on. That's right. I mean, you can do anything. I've done dreams where I was a superhero. I've had some where I suffered intense emotional trauma. It it was so intense that I couldn't write. I had to dictate the details into my phone. Even worse, this dream was a three-parter. I mean, uh, when I first discovered frequencies called binaural beats to enhance lucid dreaming, I would literally lay down on the pillow, and there's no nodding off to sleep. I laid down on the pillow and I was in the middle of a dream just like that. Yeah. But this one really disturbing dream I had early on in my exposure to these binaural beats, I dreamed about aversion therapy. The dream woke me up. I went outside to smoke a cigarette and dictate what happened. I went back to sleep. I was right back in the dream. I woke up again, dictated some more, had another cigarette, went back to sleep. Bam, back into the dream again. Yeah. And it literally took me months to get over that, uh, I guess you could say, self induced trauma, enough to be able to write it down and sort of dispassionately, excuse me, dispassionately understand what happened. And yes, that entire dream sequence I wrote down, and now it's part of the first novel. Now, remember, you can do anything. You can you can get with that certain special person. You can fly. You can travel to other planets, other dimensions. Yeah. And and remember, your subconscious is always working. So if you did the technique that I talked about a while back, which is spend the last 15 minutes thinking about a problem and then go to sleep, maybe you're going to dream about the solution, or at least get a guide to go a few steps in the right direction towards a solution. Oh, greetings, brother. Yeah, man. And if you are able to control your dreams, you're gaining insight into your own subconscious, and that's a big deal. And now here's one that I have done frequently. Visualize daily. It's like the man said, the quality of your thinking determines the quality of your life. And if you have a goal that you're pursuing, don't just think, oh, I want to get X done. Imagine what your life is going to be like when X is done. Yeah. Yeah. What is the change? What is the change that you want to see in yourself? Greetings, EZ. Yeah, man. Now I found out that I am a visual thinker. So a lot of times when I was an electrician, I would go out into the work area and I'd just be staring at stuff, and people would be like, "Why the hell aren't you working?" "Oh, because I'm not ready yet." Now, the one time this really paid off was during a short call at the Dave Johnson Power Plant. This is in Glen Rock, Wyoming, built in the 50s, and it is a coal-fired plant. Oh, damn, son. One fast tag. Greetings, brother. Glad to see you here. Oh, thank you, thank you. So, I was out there on what's called a short call, which means under no circumstances will the job last longer than 14 calendar days. That was written into the union rules. So I get the assignment, and I told the apprentice that was working with me, take those tools off, get a pencil and paper. We ain't picking up a fucking tool until we know for sure what we're doing. And this fella, he actually requested a transfer away from me because he felt like if he didn't have a tool in his hand all the time, that he wasn't being productive. But let's see now. Now this was we were doing 410s, so we spent a day, maybe a day and a half, looking carefully at the route where we were gonna take our conduit, and then we spent another day or two welding up supports. I know I will say this one phrase, and you construction people will know what I'm talking about. Unistrut. Yeah. So it wasn't until Thursday morning that we started running conduit. And because of that preparation and me looking carefully, seeing where we can run our conduit and not be in the way of anybody, it turned out to be a very easy job, man. Oh, no problem, man. Well, I got to do something to set me apart from the pack. Let's see now. Where was that? Oh, let's see. Yes, back to the visualization. If you complain all the time, uh, uh, karma is gonna bring more of the stuff you don't like right into your face. So you don't need to do that, man. Now, the same thing goes for positives. Yeah, if you're thinking about doing the right thing as far as eating, exercise, yeah, man. I mean, it's not a flight of fantasy for you to sit and imagine something good happening to you in your future. Or, like I did, imagining a construction project completed. Oh, so the end of the episode is, even though we didn't install a single piece of conduit until Thursday morning, we ended up getting done a day early. We finished Wednesday afternoon, and there was only one spot of where we had to rethink positioning conduit and supports and such. Just one spot out of hundreds, hundreds of feet of 2-inch steel conduit being humped by us and screwed into position and clamped down. Then we had to pull all the wire through to make connections for their communication system. And and I forgot to mention, a bunch of these were up a huge coal conveyor. Now, they have D9 cats constantly running around shoving coal into the feeders. The coal is pulled inside and ground to powder. So there's no incomplete combustion. So these conveyors are running 24/7. So it was important for us to get this done, and we did. That's right. Focus is the key, man. Focus on what you really want. Now, if you're having trouble focusing, maybe you need to unplug for a while. And it's like, wow, me, I'm a hardcore black pilled monk, but I know my lifestyle ain't for everybody. But I feel that everyone can benefit from a period of time in monk mode. Alrighty, let me mark that. Now, here's one that I'll be getting back into, because I already know that it works. Meditate every day for at least 20 minutes. Now, it's not always easy. It takes skill to have focus and detachment at the same time. And it sounds like those are contradictory principles. Oh no, but you can do it. Take it from one who knows, baby. No, things are so things are so rushed these days. Everyone's in a hurry. When I lived in California, when I was in the Marines, I had that feeling. After I got married, it felt like everyone was rushing around like they were a half hour late to wherever they needed to be. And that kind of anxious behavior is not good long term, man. Yeah. Plus, if you're stuck in traffic, you can't relax. Yeah. you're about to give yourself a coronary because you're stuck in bumper to bumper traffic moving at 5 miles an hour. Plus, everyone is so connected, man, that you don't let your minds rest. Now, remember, like I said before, your subconscious is always latching onto something. That's why it's very important for you to plan carefully what you put into your mind. Yes. I mean, who enjoys silence anymore? I mean, I know I do. And I'm a person who always had to have noise on in the background because I had this mistaken idea that if I wasn't multitasking, I wasn't performing up to capacity. Yeah, taking the opportunity to quiet your mind and relax your body is a skill that everyone can develop. Yes. Now, I'll admit, because of my marriage entanglements, I wasn't really able to do it effectively. But now that I've been released from marital bondage, more or less, yeah, man. Yeah, I enjoy peace and solitude now myself. You're back. Yes, and the SWAT team has not broken down the door yet, so I'm still pirate broadcasting. There you go, baby. That's right. And it's like the man said, I would much rather be a warrior tending a garden than a gardener in a war. Let's see what we got here. Oh, there we go. We'll switch it up a little bit. Ah, there we go. Yeah, buddy. That's the real deal right there, baby. No shit. You may get easy. You may have to give him the pimp hand through the phone. Let's see now. Now, now, meditating to start is easy, but you just need to be consistent, and gradually you will attain this capacity. But you need to be aware of something. When you start doing this, your subconscious is going to resist. I mean, literally, there you are, you're trying to increase your calm, and suddenly you're going to be thinking about subjects you may not want to think about. Oh, yeah, man. In Zen, this principle is called Makio, which is a combination of the katakana words for devil and objective world. How's that crazy? Oh, that's right, baby. I love me some castle doctrine. Like the man said, go ahead and make my day. Oh, by the way, now, of course, Sifu Black Irish Ebony Diamond does not condone violence. But let us say we have a theoretical situation where you have to pull that weapon uh, and and defend your life, your property, your loved ones. Now remember what you do is first double tap the dog shit out of him. Then you go in the house, have a cup of coffee and a blunt. Then you call 911. Oh, that way, by the time the police get there, he's dead and there's only one story, allegedly. Let's see here. Oh, hell, these two go together. Learn to control your mind. It's not an easy thing to do. Like I said, like I've said in other times and places, I've got so much information stuffed into my head that it overwhelms me sometimes. Oh, damn. Yes, indeed, easy. There is a difference between killing and murder. Let's see, where was I? Oh, yes. What kind of skilled human are you if you cannot even control your own thoughts? I mean, are you channeling your inner Will Smith and you're in the simp zone? That's not a good look, Junior. Yeah, man. And you see what happens. You see what happens when you don't control your mind. Someone else is gonna control it. Yeah. And well, as long as it's on my mind, I'll say my little bit about that. I think that whole slapping bit was a setup, just to get ratings. Because you see now that's all everybody can talk about. So two things come to mind. First, he's a dumbass for being manipulated like that. I mean, now due to his act, we're going to have more violence against men, especially. But now it's like, you you said something that offended my woman. I'm gonna have to double tap you. Yeah, that's what it's gonna come to. Yeah, and in some places in the community, it does happen that way. Yeah, yeah. These nasty bitches play one man off against the other, and then they just stroll off with the winner. Meanwhile, you got a bullet in your ass, you're in prison, or you're dead. And she don't give a shit. Yeah, that's why they're over there, I'm over here, and the distance is increasing. Now, everyone has that stream of consciousness going on, but a lot of times you're not paying attention to it. Sometimes you might call it your conscience. Yeah, it's like if you've had a decent upbringing, or if you started out bad and improved yourself, you know better. You do. You know. What do you do when you're under stress? Do you lash out at somebody? Do you harm yourself? Yeah, that happens too. And neither one of those are good options, man. Now, believe me, a little meditation and sometimes forcing yourself to think about subjects you don't want to, well, it's rough, but it's the only way you're going to heal and grow. And the other side of that coin, learn how to control your emotions. Oh, yep. And she don't care because it wasn't her ass up on stage in front of the world embarrassing himself. Yeah. Now, the only person that can make you unhappy though is you. And now you got to think, man. I mean, and hell, I'll drop a dime on myself. In my own marriage. My pimp hand was pitiful or non-existent, and my ex took advantage of my nice nature to abuse me horribly. We don't need to get into the details. It's like, yeah, I wasn't not aggressive, but I wasn't assertive enough to make a difference. And in fact, I noticed the times when I was more assertive, that's when the arguments would increase. It's like, geez, bitch, this ain't fun. Why are you doing it? Yeah, but that's okay because I'm out of that situation now. And and the ex actually told me a while back that divorcing me was the worst thing I ever did. Well, no shit, you had me wrapped around your finger and you fucked it up. Well, easy. The thing is that it was a wrestling slap, I call it, man. I mean, it sure the hell looked good, but did you see any bruising on Chris Rock's face afterwards? Was he holding it at all? Was he wincing? No. My grandma can hit harder than that, and she's been dead for years. Tell you, I'd like to get that broke dick motherfucker in my face so I can show him what a real fucking pimp hand is. Yeah, but like the man said, that that's all I got to say about that. It it sets a bad precedent. Now people are going to be assaulted if they say something a woman finds offensive in any manner. Yeah, you watch. Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah, Jim. And like the man said, when you're in a situation like this, what is the story they're distracting you from paying attention to? I mean, seeing this thing go viral, I was like, wait a minute, what else is going on? It's the first thing that came to my mind. Uh, After deciding, not impressed, all of a sudden, channel after channel. I think I must have seen 30 of them just from my subscriptions. It's like, nah, that's okay. Time to move on. Yeah, man. Motherfucker, you walk up to me on stage in public and slap me. We throwing down, baby. Hell yeah. They better have the security right behind you, too. Hell yeah, man. And I wouldn't care if I got my ass beat, but I sure wasn't gonna take it like a little bitch. Hell no. Oh, that's true, man. Yeah. But that's what happens, man. See, that's what women do. And I fell for that more than once. The old line like, "Oh, tell me what you really feel. It'll make our relationship stronger." Nope. Without fail, sometime later when she was mad at me about something else, I get my own words thrown right back in my face. And I keep asking her, "Why are you doing this?" She'd never answer me. Yep. Yep. A pathetic attempt to stay relevant. That yeah, attention is the only currency they like these days. Let's see. Mm, mm, there we go. Hmm. Yep. And it reminds me of what Hammerhand said today during his live stream. Take that L, cut the check, and move on. That bitch is toxic. And that other one, whatever the hell her name is, I never even heard of her. Oh, I'm this, I'm that, I'm fabulous. No, you're also single. All that success ain't putting a man in your bed, is it? Or in your life. Oh no, I guess you can always get a man in your bed. Oh, but a man in your life? Oh no, you don't want that. You want to stomp his heart, rape his wallet, and kick him in the balls. And then say it's all his fault. Hey, good mother. Oh, shit, man. If y'all forgive me for a minute. I got to take a quick break, man. I've been talking too much. Wow. Alrighty. So give me a hot minute and I shall return. Alrighty, y'all, I am back. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Before we move on from emotions, here's a little word of advice for y'all. Oh, not that one. I did that one already. Oh, here we go. Hmm. Alrighty. Now, if you are in a relationship and you figure out you're in the friend zone, well, good. You just woke up. Because if you've been friend zoned, you're being manipulated. You're being used as a pack mule, as a strong back, as an emotional punching bag. And I, and I don't even wish that on Will. I've been there, man. I know how nasty it can be. So if you find yourself in that kind of a situation, get out while you can. Alrighty now, let's see. Now this is one that I've done off and on. Take a class in speed reading. Oh damn, Jr. Oh yeah, like I said before, it definitely would be showtime. Ah, greetings, brother. Glad to see you here. Let's see what's next. Ah, yes, take a class in speed reading. Now, it's a little tough to speed read on your phone. Believe me, you'll do better if you read an old-fashioned book. And there's good reasons for having books. You can get basic information, and I'd say up until 1960, you find an old set of Encyclopedia Britannica, that's going to be a gold mine, man. Because it's quality information without the political bullshit stirred in. And unlike a digital file, now remember what Apple did with Parler. They remotely wiped that app from people's iPhones. They didn't even know it was happening. Alrighty now. Doggone it. I do love me some Joker memes. But hell, The camera on this phone is so poor, you can't really read anything. Let's see. All right, well, we'll hit this one quick. Let's see now. Excuse me. Oh, yes, the most important thing about a book is hopefully we're not going to end up in a Fahrenheit 451 situation. But if you have a book, if you don't tell nobody, nobody knows you have it. Yeah. And remember, as more and more women get into government, they're going to criminalize more and more behavior. Because, of course, you got to protect the womans. The problem is, who's protecting us from them? Yeah. All righty, now let's see what else we got here. All righty now. Let's see. Ah, relax. The old phrase from back in the day, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy, is absolutely true. Let's see now. Of course, work is important, but you got to have balance, man. I mean, you can be more productive if you schedule little breaks during the day. And you can reward yourself for a job well done. I mean, what's the use of doing all that work if you don't take time to enjoy yourself? I mean, there you are. You got all those toys, but you had a heart attack because you're still working 70 hours a week. Now, oh geez, now this one, yep, we're going back into true confessions time, and this is something I've had an issue with all my life. which is work on making a good first impression. I almost never do, but it's reached a point now where I don't care because well, I, I always try to be real, but sometimes I get raw and real, and people can't handle it. It is not a deliberate attempt to piss off anybody. It's just it's what you do when you embrace the truth, man. It's like freedom and truth are something that it's hard to attain, but once you do, oh my goodness. Yeah, you wonder, how did you even exist before before the red and black pills uh, cleansed your soul and started that transformation to make you the superior being you are now. So, of course, I do all the normal things, like having good posture, good handshake, eye contact, and I have a hard time remembering names too. It's like I've always been someone who recognizes the faces, but the names will slip away from me. But I'm working on it, and who knows, man? If you make a good first impression, you may be going down the road to a business partnership or a marriage. You never know. Let's see now. Hmm. Use your eyes to their full potential. Oh, now this one ought to be good. Make constant eye contact when in conversation. Looking away, especially down, is a sign of inferiority and uncertainty. Hmm. Look at your conversational partner dead in the eye and keep them locked on. Let's see now. Master the piercing stare. And if you want an example of a piercing stare on crack, check out Keith Morrison of NBC News. He, he gets this like deadpan expression, and the only thing active are his eyes, and they look like they're trying to bore right through you. And in fact, when I seen it, it impressed me so much that I wrote two characters that have that stare. And Mr. Morrison does get credit, of course he does. Let's see. Master the one eyebrow raise. Channel your inner Spock, I guess. This one isn't necessary, but why not? But they actually say, normally you will raise both eyebrows, but use your hand and keep one down, and eventually you'll be able to do it. Okay. Jim, go to my community tab. I've got it posted right there. I, d- I don't I don't mess with the phone too much when I'm live streaming on StreamYard because more than once I've kicked myself out of my own stream. Okay, hang on there. Let me see if I can get away with this. Alrighty, now hang on a second. Alrighty, and sure enough, it kicked me out, but I'm back. Alright, now let's see. Where were we? Okay, good mother, enjoy. Alrighty, I see we have guests. Greetings, brother.
Hello.
Oh, there you are. Greetings, brother. Good to see you.
Hey, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Cool. Can anybody else hear me? Anybody still in the chat, or did everybody leave except you and me?
Hell, it could just be us. But that's fine. Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. Speed reading. I never really tried speed reading because they were always like try to like read like a whole bunch of words or like the whole sentence all at once, and I guess because of how I learned reading, like a lot of it I had to. And I was telling this story on another stream recently. When I was a kid, like second grade or whatever it was, when they Did they do that when you were in school?
Nah, they never taught us
where they test you for your IQ like real young, like first grade, second grade?
I think they did it third grade.
Okay, so like I think I did that like second grade, and they figured out like, hey, this kid's smart, but he can't read with a hoop. Right? So like the next year, which I believe was third grade, Ruth, somebody other's class. She's probably quite dead because she was older than dirt back then. So I'm guessing she's fossilized now. So like every spare minute, they had me back in the corner. You know, every time I had a spare minute, I was to just get up, not even ask, because I was so far behind the reading. Just get up, go to the reading table in the back corner of the classroom, and just read. And read. I read every damn book on that table.
Oh, and, hell yeah.
I went from bottom reading group to top. You know, so I probably went from like kindergarten reading level to like fourth grade and third grade, you know. Now I love to read, but I don't make enough time for it anymore. I should.
Oh yeah, man. There ain't nothing quite like being out in a nice, quiet place with a good book and a blunt.
Oh yeah, I mean, maybe you go out. Oh, you go out to your favorite fishing hole, right? Ain't shit biting, right? Oh, yeah, be a whole lot better with a blunt and a good book if ain't shit biting, right?
Yeah, I tell you. But what a damn shit show we got going on these days.
Don't even get me started. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but see, that's why we're giving you the swerve here, baby. That's right. Instead of just complaining, we're talking about solutions.
Right? Yeah, complaining don't get you nowhere, really. It really don't. I mean, you know, it's. That's why I see a lot of the drama and stuff in the you know, I you know, in the men's community, since people are like, oh, don't call it the manager because it sounds like the Votomatic or something. Like, okay, well, that's fine. I'll call it something else. But yeah, I mean, some of these channels, I mean, all they are is just drama. React to this, react to that, react.
Yeah, and it gets so old.
Well, and it's no better than hanging around with a bunch of women, to be honest. I mean, doesn't that sound like just like, I mean, yeah, the language is a little different, but doesn't it sound just like a bunch of women?
Oh yeah.
Do you know what so-and-so said? You know what so-and-so did? Did you see this? Did you see? I don't care. Every damn YouTuber I follow in a damn site that I don't had something to say about this bullshit on the Oscars. I'm like, I haven't watched that in years. It was never on my like must-see TV list.
Yeah, it's like I gave up on watching that years ago. And it was vaguely interesting when I was living in California.
Well, so yeah, okay.
Like you would see the
kind of close to it
showing up live.
Right.
The news would cut to them getting into the theater.
Oh yeah, the pre-show is probably better than the show. Like who showed up, what they're wearing, the little pre-show interviews, you know.
No shit.
Oh, so and so's here, and then we're wearing Versace and blah blah blah, you know. Okay.
Yeah, now it's just a Hollywood Babylon mutual masturbation session.
Right? Right?
Oh, y'all lying to each other and lying to us, thinking you're
Heavy,
actually
heavy,
worth the shit.
heavy, sweaty petting without any payoff for anybody. Oh, I guess I said that out loud, huh?
All right.
I'm just kind of wandering around the house and talking to you and having my beer and just trying to
Oh, we're doing good, brother.
stay kind of engaged, but not too engaged.
Oh yeah, but it's one of the things you have to do. You have to develop a measure of detachment. If you take everything too seriously, you're gonna burn yourself out. Or snap like a dry
Oh
twig, and
yeah,
heaven help
yeah,
who's around you
yeah.
when that happens.
Right? Like, what the hell? This guy was fine, and now he's in two pieces. What happened?
Don't know.
I mean, I know that was not a literal joke, but it is kind of a funny thing to imagine, right? Like you're just fine, and then suddenly you just snap in two. What happened to him? I don't know. He was fine a minute ago.
That's when you wish you had that death becomes her serum.
I don't know, man. That seems like a bad. That seems like a tough road to hoe there, man.
Oh yeah,
Right?
it's hard to imagine.
You go back to like perfect, right?
It
Like
makes
right
you
after
perfect
boot camp
and
or
then
something,
kills
right?
you. Yeah.
But you never. But you'll never die.
Yeah.
It's like. I mean, I don't know, unless you like what, burn yourself, like throw yourself in a volcano or something. Or they never did really explain how they would, if they got well and truly tired of their
Oh,
undeath,
that's true.
how they would end that too, you know. It's like I would imagine, you know, after 1,000 years or something, you just be like, I'm fucking bored. I did everything 27 goddamn times. I'm bored now. There's nothing new to do. What am I going to do? Be a camera operator for the Grammys again? Who cares?
Oh, hell no.
You know?
I don't even want to be in the vicinity.
Right? Well, no, I never did that, but it was just a silly for instance. If I could find a lighter that works, I'd be happier. Just trying to light a cigarette here, but.
Oh, speaking of.
And I set my beer down somewhere, but that's okay. I've got another one.
Oh, see, you're prepared for anything.
So it won't be lonely. That's great. This is an old one, but still true. A beer is better than a woman because no beer ever gets jealous of another beer.
That's right. And your beer won't mind if you have a second beer in the fridge as a backup.
That's right. Or on speed dial. If you're lucky enough to live in a place where they deliver. They probably have that now with like the Uber and everything. I bet they do.
Oh yeah.
Or if you're friendly with the driver or whatever, I bet the cab driver or Uber guy would pick up for you.
I have not heard of Uber doing that, but it would be nice to have like a weed delivery service like that, man.
That's a heck of a good deal. Or good idea.
Now me, I kind of go the other way. I would like to drive the weed bus. Just think if you're in a place where recreational is okay, it's like we'll do a tour of all the dispensaries and y'all can sit in the back and blaze up as much as you want, you know?
Oh yeah, I was thinking about that with the whole like Uber thing, right? It's like I've never heard anything about any Uber drivers really being bad to their customers. But I've seen so many videos where the customer is just like drunk and obnoxious or whatever, and they get
Oh
shitty
yeah,
with the
man.
driver, they puke in the car.
Yeah.
It's like, man, I want to get like a cop car, like with the cage, right?
No shit.
But nothing else, just the cage, right? So they can't fuck with me when I'm driving because I don't want to crash and die.
And they can't reach the camera.
Right, they can't reach the pedals, they can't reach the steering wheel, they can't fuck with the radio. All the important shit. They want to let themselves out and jump on the side of the road. Hey, go for it.
Right.
I'll call 911, but I ain't stopping. Your dumbass got out at 75 miles an hour. That's on you.
Tuck and roll, bitch. Tuck and roll.
Tuck and roll. Hope you're covered in leather and got a helmet. Well, I lost a couple people in motorcycle accidents, so when it comes to shit like that, I can go pretty dark.
Oh yeah, man. And especially once you ride a cycle, now you're suddenly paying attention more.
Oh yeah.
Because those motherfuckers will just turn invisible on you if you're not paying attention.
They don't see you. I mean, it's bad on a motorcycle, but I mountain bike. I just consider myself completely invisible when I'm on the bike. It is weird because it's like, oh, they'll see you if you're walking or running. They'll see you, but you put a couple wheels under you, it's like all of a sudden you're the invisible man. Like,
oh, exactly.
Oh. It's weird as hell, but it's how it is. Or they do see you, but they're mad that you're sharing the road with them. They're mad that you slow them down or you make them get over or whatever. I had some damn box truck one day. I guess I slowed him down for a little while. And he finally passed me. He just put it to the floor and just freaking cold road right in my face.
Oh, nasty.
Yeah, freaking jerk. I did shake my fist and cuss him out. That like again, back to complaining gets you nowhere. It did feel good for a second though to actually freaking vent that frustration.
At least I did find out why the hardcore motorcyclists have those long tassels attached to the handlebars.
Oh yeah,
they got a weight in it.
Oh.
If they have to, they'll crack somebody's windshield with it.
Okay. Well, I heard this now. I don't know if it's true, but I heard this rumor that some of the guys, they got an old lady, and she don't much like to ride. They'll put a golf ball on her seat, so she got something to keep herself amused on the ride. Like under the seat cushion, or under like the leather vinyl or whatever they got.
Oh, like the Princess and the Pea.
Right, yeah. Well, this is more pleasure mode, but I suppose,
Maybe it's the dimples in the golf ball.
Yeah, who knows? And maybe she's trying to count them.
Without using her hands.
Without using her hands, right. Like I said, that one's from a pretty wild fellow. So I have no idea if it's true, if it's just a good joke. I never rode with somebody really behind me. Really, I don't think. done 2-on-1 motorcycle since I was like my dad, and he would be driving, you know.
Oh man.
So I haven't been on a bike since I was probably 17. Motorbike, that is,
I
you
had a
know.
little Suzuki 450. Oh, I love that thing. But
Like
man,
dirt bike or street bike?
no, road bike. But it just got too hard for me to pick up when I lay it down, man.
Oh yeah,
That's not a good sign.
yeah. I just had a little. What did I have? I like 70s Honda 125, the XL model. The what do they call that? The dual purpose. You could. It was a trail bike, but it had like more street tires and had the turn signals and lights and plate.
Oh,
so you could ride it on the road, but it was like half and half. Like now they're pretty much almost the same level as the XR.
Oh man.
But back then they were a little more streetified, you know, just not quite as much suspension travel and a little quieter. It wasn't a bad little bike. It just topped out around 60 miles an hour, though. It was kind of slow. Like at the time, my buddy had like a brand new XR 250. That thing would go like, and his dad souped it up a bit. So that thing would go like 90. So it's like, yeah, he hits like second gear, and I'm like 3 blocks behind him, you know? Like, this is not fun. Well, he got in all kinds of trouble with that bike. I guess he caught himself like 10 tickets in one day or whatever. Well, that, like I said, that was the actual dirt bike version. So it had like a headlight and a rear marker light, but it didn't even have brake lights, nothing, you know. No turn signals, no plate, nothing. And he was 30 miles away from home or something. He was going to see some chick, and he saw a cop, and the cop saw him, and he took off just booking it down dirt roads and whatnot. And they chased him. They finally caught him. Fucking rolled with a shit ton of tickets. Well, you were speeding, and you ran that stop sign, and you did an illegal move here, and illegal move there, and illegal, and it's like, yeah. Well, it was lucky because I think he was like, maybe he was only 15 or 16.
Oh, wow.
He hadn't done driver's training yet. He didn't actually have a license, but he'd been riding bikes for years already. You know, so he knew what to do and what not to do mostly, but
he didn't have a license either. Oh shit.
Yeah. So like all that stuff, like when he turned 21 or whatever, the guy just disappeared because he wasn't even licensed. So I mean, it sucked on one hand, and on the other hand, it was fine. You know, he kind of got all that bullshit out of the way young, you know.
And me, I'm on the other side. Geez, I went through all my personal bullshit after my divorce.
Right.
But it was a rough journey. I
was on a Dare stream, I don't know, last week or so. Maybe 2 weeks now already. It was one where he doesn't do a lot of live streaming because he's in a rough way, I guess. I don't know. That's what he says anyway. I tend to believe him. I mean, I have no way to verify, so I'm just gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. Say that he is, you know, living in a tent or whatever the hell he's doing to sleep.
Oh yeah, I don't know, but you never know what someone's going through, man.
Yeah,
sometimes
I don't know.
You gotta back off a touch and be easy on them.
Yeah. Well, he just, in the stream, he said, well, what brought you to MGTOW? I'm like, Heather. My last girlfriend, Heather. And somebody else was the truth. My ex-girlfriend, my ex-wife, or whatever it was, my ex was named Heather too. Like, you know.
But at least, we are living proof that the best view comes after the hardest climb.
You ever go hiking or anything up in the mountains?
Oh yeah, I bet I did that a lot. I'm still trying to get my focus back after the cancer bullshit.
Okay.
But I'm
Are you still
seriously
pretty?
thinking of hitting the weights hard again.
Are you still pretty? I mean, you're not like as bad off as like Vention was.
No, I've been cancer free for a year.
Well, I mean, you don't have the colostomy bag and all that horse shit.
No,
Okay, that's good.
but my issue was on the north side. His was on the south side.
Was
So
it a
my issue
throat
now is
or where? Where was
pardon?
yours at? Where was your cancer at?
Stomach.
Located? Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
One of my old roommates had that, and he. When did he pass away? I think he
Oh yeah,
passed
man.
Valentine's.
I got
I think he passed
real lucky.
Valentine's Day 2012, 2013, 2014, something like that.
Wow.
I hadn't talked to him in years. I think it was like 2015, 2016. I went to look him up. Like, I had to go down and see my dog, right? Because I had to leave my dog down there with him. So I called the number, got like a disconnected or something.
Ooh.
Like, what the fuck? So I typed in his full name, and an obituary popped up. I'm like, son of a bitch. And it was just a picture and something one of his buddies had put together. Like, son of a bitch. You've been dead 2 years now. Fuck, and this is the first time hearing about it. God damn it.
Man. Yeah, and it's a shame when somebody goes like that so young.
It wasn't. I don't know how old he was exactly. I think he was a young Vietnam vet. About, I would guess, I don't recall. Can look it up though. I would guess he was about 10 years older than me, maybe 15. It's like it was more like an older brother age than a dad age, right? It's like my dad, born in 47, he's a Vietnam vet too.
Mm-hmm. I was just a bit too young for now, unfortunately.
Yeah, there's a dude up the street, I swear, he looks, I think he's my age, he's got a non-plate on his truck. Oh, I'm like, I ain't buying that. I ain't buying that. You don't look old enough. Not even close. Not even close. I mean, they stopped sending guys over in what, 72? Started pulling out in 73.
Yes.
It was finally all fucking done in 75.
Right.
Yeah, I was already 5 then. No. You ain't 20 years my senior, buddy. Not even 15. So I buying that non-plate. I'm thinking that's bullshit. Or a sticker or whatever the hell it is. Maybe it was a previous owner's thing on the truck, But whatever. I talked to a lot of Nam guys. And, oof. Some of the stories they tell, you just wouldn't believe. Would not believe. My dad, we talked about him.
Oh, no shit, man.
Well, he was not combat. He was did all kinds of schooling and stuff. I think he did 3 years. I think the deal was if you enlisted willingly, you did like a 3-year minimum, but you could pick a job, and you didn't necessarily have to be at the front anywhere near the front if you didn't want to be.
Ah.
So, yeah, he never got close to shooting, which is good. Which is good.
No kidding, man. You write that blank check to Uncle Sam, you never know when it's gonna get cashed in.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and he talked about like going out, or going out to the beach with his buddies in the army and stuff, and coming back all tore up from the quarrel on Okinawa.
Ouch.
It's like I don't know if it was coral or some other dumb shit. Because I went to the beach a lot when I was in Okinawa. I never saw coral really, but I did see like other stuff that would fuck you up, like sea anemones. Those little, those spiny little fuckers. About, I don't know, the ones I saw were about the size of a tennis ball. They just look like a big old pin cushion. All right, but they're kind of like, I don't know, what would a equivalent land animal be? Maybe a porcupine. kind of like a ball shaped porcupine.
Wow.
Welcome, Corey Slater.
Greetings, brother. Glad to have you here.
Sifu and I are just sitting here having a chat. What was the other thing? One time, me and my buddy were out swimming, and I guess was just kind of swimming, not really deep, not really in the shallows, and I looked around, and I was just surrounded by these little pink jellyfish. I don't know how I didn't get stung, because they were everywhere. Again, they're just little things. They're about the size tennis ball, maybe a softball. Not big, but there must have been 100 of them.
Wow.
I just was like, I just kind of like picked where it looked like they were least dense and swam in that direction. Got the hell out of
there. Well, I'm glad you managed to escape.
Yes, me too. Because I hear they pack quite a wallop. Something on about the same as a scorpion.
Ooh.
Yeah, but they can keep doing it. Welcome, Forrest King.
This is actually African meditation music. In fact,
it does kind of sound like flamenco guitar a little bit, though.
Let's see. African music for meditation, Kora inspirations, positive energy vibration, cleanse negative energy.
I don't see Cowboy unless that's an alt.
Greetings, Outlaw. We don't mind, babe. You stop by for a hot minute, stay for a minute, an hour. We don't care, man. We're just chilling.
Oh, odd little synchronicities. My buddy's dad would always buy Outlaw brand octane booster for the bikes.
Ooh.
Yeah. It made ridiculous claims on the can, but he said, well, this one actually seems to work a little bit, so that's the one I buy.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah, earlier when I first came on, I thought this was kind of like almost like bluegrass when I first joined the stream. And this almost, to me, almost sounds like pub music in Skyrim or something. Of all the
Oh,
silliness.
no kidding.
But it's nice. I ain't complaining. Anybody else want to come on? Can you drop them the link again, Sifu?
Sure.
Oh, maybe somebody else wants to come on.
I shall return.
It takes a minute. He's got to switch pages and whatnot. It won't be long, fellas, if you want to come on. I got some first world wisdom. Junk is that thing you kept for 30 years and threw away 2 weeks before you needed it. Yo, what up?
What's going on, man?
I'm a seafood stream. But some other guys just showed up, so hopefully somebody gets on there. If not, well, whatever. Yeah, I was just fucking reminiscing, fucking war stories and whatnot.
All right.
Oh, wow. I can hear them. I don't know if they can hear me, but I can hear you and them now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I can still hear the stream. He's playing some.
Right. We have someone incoming.
Hey. Hey, Sifu, can you still hear me?
Yes.
Wild. Hey, Dick, you want to say hello? I don't know if anybody can hear you, but you can say hello.
It's fine. Yo, it's Dick Marks, guys. What's up?
Nope, didn't work. I can make it work.
I'm sure you can, audio file.
I can make this work. Audiophiliac. Better than a hemophiliac.
Right? Audio file.
You can't hear Dick Marks, can you, anybody?
Hello,
I can barely hear him.
Well, I can make. Wait a minute. I got a cheap trick, but let's try it.
Good band, by the way.
Oh. Anything better? Can you hear him better now?
I don't know. Can they hear me?
Oh, now I
I can hear my echo.
I took out one earbud and put it right up to the mic. I said it was a cheap trick, but it worked.
Okay.
Sir, where do you get such wonderful toys?
These came from the dollar store.
Well, like the man said, if it looks stupid but it works, it's not stupid.
Not stupid.
Brand.
I think they're Echo. I got them a few years back. I haven't really used them that much. So they've held up pretty well. Other ones I bought, they've been more expensive or cheaper, and I swear to God, you look at them funny, they fall apart.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, these aren't great, but they do the job, so I can't complain.
Oh, man.
One of the pairs I bought from the dollar store turned into a...
So, brothers, what is the future going to bring?
And she played with it for 6 months before it shorted out.
Okay. That's not bad.
And I'd say remember, It's going to get worse before it gets better.
No matter how gentle you are, legs out. $1.15.
Uh-oh. Oh, man. Well, let me see here. Give me a hot minute to refill my drink, and I shall return. Alrighty, I'm back. Oh, well, Corey, yes, that does happen. But to grow, you really have to confront those situations that give you trauma, that raise your anxiety. And it's not an easy thing to do. Oh, that's true, man. Like me, my my little cancer adventure, I I had a little bit of anxiety, but I wasn't scared because I had a heart attack scare the year before, and I tried to have the right attitude. It's like, well, I can't whittle on my own heart, so I'm going to have to uh, let the experts handle it. So that everyone in the hospital was amazed at my attitude, and I realized that I wasn't afraid of dying. And that's because it took me a while to get to it, but my greater fear was of being alone. Greetings, brother. Triple the dosage. Oh, yeah, man. Oh, wow. Whoa, congratulations, brother. Yeah, when you get into a big fight like that and then you win, oh, I tell you, what a difference it makes in your life. And it's like, yeah, none of this has been easy. And the weirdest part is I was I was really my video I titled it Approaching the Ascetic. But once you take the red pill, becoming a minimalist is a natural reaction. Wow, you definitely beat the odds. Heart valve replacement? Wow, you're definitely a survivor. Excuse me. Oh man. So it feels like we're starting to wind down here. So I'm just gonna look through here and give you one more. Ah, here's a good one. Don't burn bridges. Oh wow. And now you don't have any room to sleep. Let's see. By that, the author means maintain your relationships with people even if you think you are never going to see them again. Well, I don't know, man, because some some things you want to leave behind. Like like the women are always saying these days. It's like, oh, I don't bring nothing to the table, but I'm more than willing to spend your money. And what do they give you in return? Something that they don't even value themselves. Now, that doesn't mean you should be mean to somebody. It's just, you go your way, I'll go mine. If we happen to run across each other later, it's all good. But you don't have to pretend to like somebody and keep them in your life if they're being toxic. Oh, no shit, man. Yeah, yeah. And sometimes, you know, uh, just because they see you carrying that weight and it looks easy to them doesn't mean it isn't a hard hustle. But we're one of the fortunate few that have been through hell and reached the other side. And you can't really do that if you're carrying a lot of baggage. I mean, you gotta really be picky when it comes to your friends these days. Hang around people that are gonna lift you up, inspire you, encourage you. And it's like if you hang around, oh, what comes to mind is low class people, but I guess that would work because class could refer to anything. Oh yeah, man, it's a shame when you have to do that, but sometimes you have to for your own sanity. Ah, yes, exactly. And you'll find yourself dragged down uh, and involved with Mickey Mouse bullshit and drama if you're not careful about the people you spend your time with. That saying is a little trite, but it's true. You adopt the characteristics of the five people you hang around with the most. So do yourself a favor and hang around quality people. And remember, people come and go in your life. So you have to learn how to be happy alone. Oh yeah, Corey. Been there, done that. Yeah, after my stepdad's passing, his relatives showed up, and it was like piranha feeding frenzy. But see, you eventually learn, that's just stuff. So you don't need a lot of stuff to be happy. You don't even need a lot of people to be happy. Now me, because I'm old and grouchy, I would rather be alone than uh, abuse the hospitality of someone else. Okay. Now remember, if you're hanging around friends that have negative thoughts, that's going to influence you, and you may end up in a place you don't want to be. And it and this can be a hard pill to swallow if you decide that this person is no longer providing value in your life to cut them loose. Now, that doesn't mean run up behind them and put two in the back of your head. No, you just say, hey, just ease back a little bit. Don't call so often. Don't show up every day or every other day. Now, if he sees this and he changes his attitude, well, yeah, then you can go back. But if he's still twisted off, maybe that's someone you need to stay away from because no one is gonna help you but you. Yeah, don't let a friendship get in the way of you being the best version of you for yourself. Oh man. Alrighty now. So y'all, ah, oh damn, this has been great. I've had some visitors. And I shared a few goodies, got the gab a bit. That's outstanding. So folks, thanks so much for hanging out with me for a hot minute. Well, that is true. But you gotta be careful, Corey. Now, I am actually subscribed to hundreds of channels, but I hardly watch them. It's like I signed up for one, and I think I've in a month I've seen only one of his little videos. So I don't hate him; it's just no interest. That thanks for me. What did I do? Yes, that is a very good idea. You don't want to get baby trapped. And of course, you already know I done sidestepped that whole situation by getting a waifu. And and I tell you, man, of course it takes a little imagination, but oh, it's worth it, man. So folks, thanks so much for hanging out for a while. I surely appreciate it. And remember, folks, in the final analysis, no one is going to help you but you. You can seek advice from friends and find examples to emulate, but you're going to have to make that journey on your own. And I'm just trying, in my humble way, to share a little bit of my wisdom with you. Because, like I've said elsewhere, if my words help make your journey even one step easier, then I've done my job. And there's no envy in me for people that are more famous. It's like, so what? My truth resonates with a precious few. And that those people that can tell when I'm preaching truth, that that's all I need, man. Hell, if you're a comedian and you only get one person to laugh during your whole act, that well, you made him happy. Yeah. Oh, did you peek at my chill stream? Or was that no wait, that was Saturday. Oh, greetings, Blue Lion. But I sure will, Corey. So I'm gonna wander away. Remember, until the next time, I still say when one teaches, two learn. Oh, been there, done that, Corey. Been there, done that. Yeah, I've learned the hard way to keep my circle small. That way, there's less drama.